Hi everyone, we have a sea day today, so we're going to vlog it on P&O Ventura. So come along with us to see what we get up to and everything we eat and do.
Yay.
Busy, busy. So what did you get?
Eggs, bacon, sausage, potatoes.
That's an absolute overwhelm, but I got you a knife and fork.
Oh, thank you.
What are you thinking of your breakfast?
Yeah, it's alright. Pretty standard. Not horrible, not great. Just does the job.
Stealing my chocolate muffin.
I thought you got this for me.
I'm joking, I'm joking. So what are we going to do today?
Wallace and Gromit meet and greet.
In the kids' buffet.
Yes.
Cool. There's lots of dance classes on. You don't want to do that though. Well, there's bingo. Bingo at 4:15, so we're doing that. Bingo's happening.
Okay.
What did you think of breakfast?
It's okay. I've had better. I've had worse.
Have we?
Yeah.
What's worse?
Probably MSC.
You think?
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not really a big fan of the breakfast on here. I think it's quite... Nah.
Yeah, it's not great.
And I normally I'm quite a light breakfast person, and I like a good bit of fruit and maybe a pastry on a cruise. And they just don't have very good ones of any of that. I've got some fruit, but
Yeah.
basically no pastries.
It's good enough.
And the toast is like all done, pre-done, so it's always like cold by the time you get to it. So I don't even want, so I don't even want toast.
Mm.
No, I'm not that impressed.
Yeah, not that great.
And it's always really busy. Like, we're confused by the whole layout of the buffet, aren't we? Like, the buffet's only on one side, but then it's also on the other side sometimes.
Yeah,
I'm just confused by it.
It's not clear what sides are open. One side is always open before the other. It's just unbelievably busy. You have to search and search and search for a table to sit at. I definitely would think that the buffet would be bigger for the size of the ship and the amount of passengers on here.
Yeah, like, we just got off Azamara and we were complaining about how small the buffet was there. And actually, in retrospect, for how many passengers there were, it was actually a pretty good buffet compared to this one, considering this is like 3,000 passengers. I mean, we went to the evening buffet last night, and we queued for so long, didn't we?
For the late night buffet.
And there wasn't even pizza.
No
Everybody
pizza.
knows a good late night buffet has pizza and cookies on a cruise. And there wasn't any of them.
Very disappointing, yeah. So, not worth staying up for.
All the food's the same, basically. But we're about to go to lunch, and I don't know whether we're going to try like a restaurant lunch or a buffet lunch, because we're a bit sick of the buffet now, because it's all the same thing. Like, it's basically a curry.
British food, Chinese, or curry.
And you're lucky if it's got Chinese food, I think.
Mm.
It's always got a curry, a very English-sized, I don't know what the right word is there, a very English curry, a bit of rice, not even any naan or poppadom.
No.
Then there's like, again, if you're lucky, fish and chips. There's always chips, isn't there?
Yeah.
And then there's always sausages and mash. But again, nothing else like on the side of that, just like sausages, gravy and mash. No like veg. Although there is veg in the roast section, because there's always a roast. But the roast is like, it's like not a good roast.
Fingers crossed that we can go to the main dining room or
Fingers
restaurant.
crossed we win some money today.
That's true.
We won bingo on Azamara.
We
I
did.
mean, there was only like 4 people playing, but still, we won it.
Yeah.
It was like $100, but we won it anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll win the big jackpot this time.
Ooh.
I've won it a couple of times on cruises. I always do a bingo at the end of a cruise. Yeah, anyway, let's go to lunch.
Okay.
We just went down to the restaurant to try and go for lunch because we thought it might be different to the buffet, but actually it's like exactly the same as the buffet. So we're gonna come back up to the buffet. We're a bit sick of the food, but we're gonna go get some pizza, aren't we? So
Maybe. We'll see.
well, the pizza is one of the only things that I think makes it okay. Oh, here it is. I mean, that looks pretty decent, actually.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
I mean, it's pretty fresh.
Where's the grill?
The grill's over there. Okay, we're back in the buffet.
Can we find a seat?
Need to find a seat. Very busy, as always. And this is late for lunch as well. This is what I have for lunch. Margarita pizza. And we've got white fish, chips, pesto pasta, and vegan dal with white rice. And then also an apple crumble and custard. What? Is that the chicken fried burger?
I ordered the chicken burger. I don't know what this is. I think it's a chicken nugget.
A child's chicken nugget. I feel like it looks bigger on camera than it is. There you go. There's the bun.
Oh, that's like, it's like the size of my phone.
Oh, poor David. I got this really nice white fish in like a parsley sauce, but they don't. But they weren't doing mash or anything with it. It just came with chips. Like there was no veg, no mash. No, like what you'd actually have with a white sauce and fish. It's just so random, isn't it? So now I'm eating a really nice fish with fries, which isn't really what I want. What is that? That's like a slider burger in a proper burger, isn't it?
I wouldn't even call it that. It's smaller than a slider.
I have to admit, they set you up with a big plate. Like that's a big plate. You could put a lot of food on that. That was an outrageously wet crumble. Granted, I did put a lot of custard on it, but that's because the one yesterday was so dry. Now that one's outrageously wet. I couldn't pay you to do that, could I? No. They're cleaning the pool, but I feel like that's a bad choice of day because like everybody's bored and wanting to do something. But one of the two pools is now out. So you have to go on the outside pool instead of the inside pool on a cold sea day to go swimming, which doesn't really make any sense. We bought our bingo stuff. It was £20 for kind of 6 games of the 5 games, which are the different sheets and colours. And we've come and grabbed a cup of coffee because we're pretty bored and tired.
Fingers crossed for
Ooh,
bingo.
how are you doing that?
Crossing all the fingers for the bingo.
That just looks wrong. Ooh. Due to our boredom, we've come down to have a look at the dinner menu for tonight. I mean, that's basically the same as what we've been eating the last 4 days, isn't it? I'd love to have some fish and chips, but I just don't think that I can do it again. And I've eaten a version of chocolate marquis for the last like 3 nights.
And thanks if you do have a winning ticket. And for this game, you will win £360. We have a bingo.
What? I don't understand. It's like 5 numbers.
For exercise, attention, first stage response. First stage response.
So this is the mega jackpot round. Okay, the mega jackpot for this session stands at £5,000. 2 and 1. Woo! 21.
What's just happened?
The morale is low. Bank account is empty. The luck has run out.
The morale's low and the bank account's lower. We went and did bingo and it went so fast, faster than I've ever played it in my life. Granted, I'm not a huge bingo player, but I do bingo every single cruise I go on, and that was just crazy, wasn't it?
It was a scam, is what it was.
And the whole ship was there.
So we lost bingo.
And then David persuaded me, why don't we go to the casino?
Well, it was your idea first, but
I said, let's go for a wander.
and we just wandered into the casino by chance. So
And you could just take out a £10 note and burn it right there and then in 2
worth
seconds.
it. Completely worth it.
I could have got double the bingo cards for that £10.
We learned from our mistakes.
No, we'll definitely do this again next cruise and probably later on this evening.
Probably.
From a pure American. The ranch is bad.
Another disappointing dinner.
So we decided to try the buffet instead of the main dining room because of what we said earlier. It was just the same stuff again.
For the 4th night in a row?
Yeah, we're pretty sick of it. I don't know whether it's like a marketing strategy just to get people to go to the specialty restaurants or something different, because if we were here for any longer we definitely would. I don't know what we're going to do for the rest of the evening. Maybe we'll go to the main dining room as well, just to fill out the time, or we need to go see what the show is, don't we? We're going to try the Sky Lounge now, so hopefully there'll be a seat, even though there never is a seat. Where are we? Got a seat. This is the most popular bar and lounge on the ship because it normally looks out over the back of the ship, but you can rarely get a seat up here. On the last day, I finally found, don't judge me, Yorkshire puddings. And whilst I don't really like a lot of food, they do a really good Yorkshire pudding, and chips too, and I've also got Eton mess. This is what we mean about it being unbelievably British, because that's just like Brits in 3 things, isn't it? So British.
That's so British.
I'm sorry, I do love it. Oh god.
My goodness,
I do love a Yorkshire pudding. I mean, that looks like pretty good to me. These would be good Yorkshire puddings if they could do a good roast to go along with.
So Pearl and Brian do it.
We do like Pearl and Brian's vlogs, don't we? They came on the Ventura recently. That was my prep videos for what to expect.
Yeah, there's me. Yeah.
We need to talk about the end of our vlog. Are you recording?
I want you to see how you look when you're going to town on your
No, why are you that mean?
town
Why are
on,
you so mean?
on your Yorkshire puddings. Cut.
Clarify to everybody though, I ate our pre-dinner dinner at the buffet on the premise that we were going to the real restaurant for dinner because he wanted to go to the restaurant for dinner. And then dinner time rolls around and he doesn't want to go. So we're back here and I'm having some Yorkies. I don't think that's a crime. If we were on an American line, you'd be having your gravy and biscuits. And your ranch with a salad leaf because you have so much ranch and no salad with it. So David, what did you think about our sea day?
It was pretty boring. Didn't really do much. We played bingo, lost. Played some slots, lost. Dinner was the same, as always was. My chicken burger was pathetic.
It's time to test the last food of the cruise, the Eton mess. Do you not know what Eton mess is? This whole cruise, we keep coming across things that David doesn't know about because he's not British, and it blows my mind. There's so many songs you don't know, people, foods. But it's just been pretty crazy actually to discover what he doesn't know as an American. You're actually going to test my knowledge here. This is a bit of an old person dessert. No offence to anybody out there that likes it. It's like fruit, cream and meringue. I don't know, is that what Eton mess is? And then it's all like blended together. And it just... Somebody tell me in the comments if that's normal. That's pretty Eton messy. Oh.
Brown cow.
You can't even get that right. Thanks for watching our sea day vlog and please subscribe to keep up with more cruise content from us.